Welcome back, everybody that is returning. I hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to be doing a psychic oracle reading for you guys. I'm the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. So I'm here to offer assistance and guidance to those who are ready to spiritually evolve. All right. Just know that. And let's see. Just going to use some hand sanitizer. Spiritual hand sanitizer. Y'all know about Florida water, the best, okay, for spiritual hand sanitizer. So before I get into the reading and talk about what we're going to talk about today, I just want you to know about these two books. The links to these books are in the description box below. All right. So this book is called The Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN. Okay. Why it's so important, I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I have always been psychic my whole life. However, you guys, I was kind of trapped in the psychic realm. I was having all of these crazy experiences that I couldn't explain and I couldn't really put to words. And it was very terrifying for me, especially when I always was talking to fairies and stuff when I was little. Okay. And didn't really play with toys, didn't really play with kids. But then as I became like a teenager, that's when I started really having horrific experiences with deceased people, just very scary experiences, seeing people, dead people, and stuff like that. Felt like I was being trapped in the psychic realm. Okay. The truth of God, what it does is it gets you out of the psychic realm and it puts you into the realm of God. And so that is a very good place to be. There are so many different techniques in this book that are worth gold, but I'm just going to talk about the 3 that I use on a day-to-day basis. Like this one right here, I opened to is Joy, Love, and Grounding technique. Okay. It's an intuitive workbook that teaches you all about everything that you need to know when it comes to manifesting your reality. So the tools to creating a positive reality. By using the tools, okay, you're going to be able to generate love, joy, and peace. The first tool in this book, technique, is the joy versus anger technique. That helps you develop a yes and no answering system with your higher self, God, and your intuition so that you can ask immediate questions and get your answers back right then and there. So you're not having to say a prayer or hope for a response or have to look for a sign. Okay, it's immediate communication. It's much more trustworthy and fail proof, I would say, than muscle testing or using a pendulum. All right, where those things could give you weird readings, this method will always work the way that it's intended to work. So that is the first one. It's very important. Why do I say it's important? Because my life before this book was chaos. I was just making decisions, going around people. My gifts have always worked the way that they've worked. I'd be warned if there was a tragedy coming or something bad with my abilities. However, I was not asking questions like, should I go here? Should I go there? Should I be around this person? Welcome everybody coming into the chat. Should I do this? So asking those questions is really important. Should I eat this? Should I eat that? Just super important. And then the second technique is the God technique, which raises you out of your lower vibration, your lower self, into so that you're not looking up at God, so that you're looking out through the eyes of God, source, and being able to see all of your creation with unconditional love, joy, and peace. It completely changes your vibration and turns you into your higher self. Like literally, it creates space for your higher self to live within you. You are God having this experience, not an extension or a part of. You are God, not existing in the fullness, but God nonetheless. And then the last technique is the mind technique, which helps you gain control over your thoughts and beliefs so that you can use your mind like the tool that it is, so that your mind is not using you. And basically by you questioning, is this thought serving me? And you'll go through the technique. Basically, you'll look at storylines and you'll look at what you're believing so that you don't continue to pull the same circumstance in. Sometimes people will like go to do a spell, or they'll go to do a ritual or something else external, and they will not even look at the belief system, the storylines, and all of the stuff that's going on that they are creating with their thoughts and beliefs with their reality. And so that is something that's extremely important, and every human needs to know how to do that, to literally get rid of the beliefs that are subconscious that are creating the reality, and the ones that are consciously, consciously are not good beliefs or thoughts, because you don't need to believe that the sun is going to rise tomorrow for it to come up. I guarantee if you stop believing the sun's going to come up, it's still going to come up tomorrow. Okay. So the good's always going to be there, but you don't need to keep carrying everywhere with you a bunch of mental baggage and trash. All right. So this book will help you become an intuitive person, will help you live intuitively. There is even a part in here that talks about how you don't have to be psychic to use this book. Literally, it is probably the most powerful thing that's ever been created, this content right here. And it's life-changing for everybody that comes into contact with it. I mean, I've been telling people about this book, because when they ask me, well, how do you get free from this? How do you get free from that? The techniques in that book. And then eventually you evolve to a point where you don't need the techniques as much, but you still, like, I'll still catch myself having a thought or belief that doesn't serve me, and I'll literally get rid of it. So it's like literally use a tool until you don't need it anymore. The second book that I'm going to talk about is called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. It's the one that I've written, and it's basically, well, first of all, on the back of the book, it's got all of different major arcana card combinations that I have seen come out and what that could mean. Okay, so that if you're learning to pull cards for yourself, you're going to need the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, okay, which is this one. I would get the one with the words on it. It's like $7 on the internet. Okay, you can get it probably even cheaper on Temu, but I would get the one that's got the words on it so that you can start to learn the cards in the deck, like literally. And you work through this book. This book has different tarot card spreads for each of the major arcana cards, and then it has a spell that you work with the tarot card with to create and integrate the archetype of the major arcana, okay? Which the major arcana cards are like the moon, the star, the sun, the world, the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice, the Death, the High Priestess, the Emperor, the Empress, the Tower. You guys get where I'm going with that. The Magician, the Fool, those are the major arcana cards. So I'm just going to open up to here and see which one. The Hierophant, okay. The Hierophant, the male high priest archetype tarot card spread. So I'm going to look at position 3. Position 3 is the key to heaven. This card position will reveal to you your connection to the heavens. As above is the heavenly source, and you will be shown how to access higher realms and what connections that you have with the higher state of being. If it is meant for you to become a Hierophant, that will be unveiled in the card for this position. Any natural skills and skill sets that have been kept for you in the heavens will be shown to you through the card that you pull for this position. If you pull the Star Tarot card for this position, it could mean that a key to your destiny is written in the stars that are waiting for you to read them. If you pull the Temperance Tarot card, it could be an indicator that you are divinely protected by the heavenly realm. You may have a connection to Archangel Michael and the other archangels or ascended masters. If you pull the Hierophant Tarot card for this position, you can rest assured that you have the authority in the spirit. If you pull the Hangman Tarot card for this position, it could indicate that Jesus Christ is one of your spirit guides or is an ancestor. And then that's just one card position, okay? And so I've created a card position for everything that you will see on the major arcana cards. And then the tarot card spread, or the tarot card spell for the Hierophant, is for manifesting lack into nothingness. It's considered void magic. So you'll like just do a little simple ritual, writing something down, possibly burning it in this one. I won't go through the whole thing, but this one gets rid of destiny and destiny swappers, okay? Yeah. It gets rid of anything also that like somebody could be using in your birth chart against you, which the Bornless ritual that Aleister Crowley, whatever, however you want to say his name, I don't know how you say it, but people say it differently. The one that he created was genius in the sense that it erases like the things that are in your birth chart that somebody else could use against you or hinder you. So when you want to learn to read your own cards, invest in getting Visago Tarot card spreads and spells, okay? I've worked with God, the Holy Spirit, and Visago, which is a spirit of tarot, basically, to help create these tarot card spreads so that you can learn more about yourself, more about the system of tarot, which marks and maps the human experience, and to basically help you guys evolve. So just know that this is available for you. Like I tell you to get this one first and then get this one, and make the investment in yourself, because it's going to take you a very, very far spiritually. This one is going to literally give you the ability so that when you're using this book, you can be, when you're pulling a card, you can be asking additional yes and no questions and getting an answer back, and not having to rely on a sign or whatever from the universe. The Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells helps you go beyond the self-doubt, because I, for one, know how hard it can be to try to pull cards for yourself when you want to see a certain situation appear. And when it doesn't appear, you could be looking for it and missing the message that's right in front of your face. That is why I talk about that. Okay, so we're going to get into the reading now. We are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. And we're asking that they put a protective shield around us. We're asking our ancestors, our spirit guides, our guardian angels, and the archangels, please put protection around us and keep us safe from all harm. Keep us safe from all negative influence or impact, or anyone that would try to negatively influence or impact or block this message from being heard or seen, or block us in any way. I just want to say, God, thank you for my gifts and abilities. Thank you for everything that you've given to me. Thank you for all that you've done for me and for my collective. We are so eternally grateful. All honor, glory, worship, and praise goes to the higher self, Most High God, the spiritual realm, our spiritual team. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we thank you again. Amen. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. If I talk about anything in the realms of therapy, go to your therapist with the information. If I talk about anything in the realms of health, go to a doctor if you feel like it resonates. You need to use your best discernment to pick through the messages, because there's going to be Easter eggs in each message. I would watch all of the readings at your leisure whenever you have the time. Watch all the readings on both platforms. I have another platform that's called ASTRAEA Love. And if you guys have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 Cash App or $20 PayPal payment, and I will pause the collective reading and answer your question. I think I keep forgetting to say that on this platform, but the links to that, the links to everything that I'm talking about with the books and that is in the description box below. But on my other platform, you can send me a $20 super chat, and I will pause the collective reading and then use another deck of cards to answer your question. I also work with another psychic that I have access to. So if there's something that I need clarification on, or if I, want to bounce something off another person because they see things on a very similar scale to what I do, but it's a little bit deeper with them. Anyways, so I've got backup basically. So you get basically, if there's anything that needs to be cleared, I will not leave it uncleared. Okay. I will address it just right then and there. So just know that. And anybody else that's already had readings from me and has had situations go on, like their lives have been resolved and gotten better. Okay. So I've been doing this for quite a long time. I've been reading for other people since 2012. But I've been psychic my whole life. So the first card that I pulled out, because I get that you guys are going through a metamorphosis. Okay. Somebody's getting the wrath of God. They have lost their gifts or abilities. Somebody has lost a personal legacy or access to your personal legacy. Okay. Whoever this person is, they started a war with you and started a war with the universe and started a war with God. Oh, also, I keep forgetting to say this. Please like the video, you guys. Please tap the notification bell and make sure you guys are subscribed so that you know when I go live. And know that the guidance and assistance is always here for you. The connection will always be here for you for as long as I can continue to do this. Okay. So thank you guys in advance for all of your donations, your love and your support and your kindness. Just don't, for everybody watching, everyone's allowed to have their own perspective here and their own opinion and their own point of view, but there's not going to be any condemning anybody to hell or bringing down spiritual judgment on other people for anything. Okay. No, it's not acceptable on this channel. It will get you blocked. Don't bully me, anybody in the chat, or anybody in the comments. Everybody is allowed to have their own perspective. Everybody has a different experience and a different perspective. Okay. And so we have to allow people to be who they are literally, and start showing that respect to other people to allow them to be who God made them to be, and just leave it at that. Okay. And so there is no, like, there's nobody that's ever going to tell me that I can't use the gifts that God gave me to use to help y'all, like exactly how Jesus did. I mean, I can't turn water into wine or anything, but literally Jesus was a psychic and an intuitive person, and he went into the desert and meditated. And so nobody is going to tell me that I'm going to burn in the pits of hell or whatever fucking nonsense Bible belief, when the Bible was written by a bunch of fucking men that are dead. Most of those people betrayed Jesus and were crucified anyways. So yeah, Jesus didn't do any religion. Jesus didn't worship no Bible, none of that shit. Okay, stop it. People need to stop it with the dumb shit. Like, wake up and realize that the Bible crap, it's not all crap, but some of it is it's all written by humans. So what are we expecting here? Like, literally, it's not written by God. Okay. We don't know if it was Jesus's words. We just have to take for granted. And not only that, it's like the Bible was constructed to only be this certain story, and all of these other sacred scripts, like the book of Enoch, which I think is like chef's kiss, all of that shit gets left out. And that's a huge chunk of history and ancestry and important information that's not ever going to be acknowledged, because the people that created the Catholicism and all of Christianity only wanted Jesus to fit this one type of thing, and it doesn't work like that. So again, no coming in here and telling people that they need to repent and be saved. Like, stop it with that. The people that are saying that need to go repent for saying that shit to other people, because I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. That's the reason that I'm basically still able to live, as people have tried to take me out multiple times. So this person wants revenge. They're being very aggressive. They're very weak-minded, this person that you're dealing with. I feel like this person could be very prideful. They could be stuck in their pride and their ego and unable to gain a new perspective. We are going to get some more energy on this person. With the Tarot of Oppositions. Let's see what this deck says. I like this deck because it just basically has, like, well, you'll see. It's got the interpretation of the card, and then it's got the opposition. And I like opposition rather than reverse. That sounds better to me. So we're going to work with this deck. So this person could be bullying you. They could be very intimidated by you. Again, this person is in trouble, whoever they are. If they were trying to gang stalk you and bully you online, this person is straight up in trouble for that. Like, there's no getting out of this trouble. They're going to have to go through whatever this karma is. They're losing their abilities because they were trying to abuse their gifts to hurt you. This cyber bully person that was trying to snitch on you, this hacker, this false person, this bot, this spy, whatever they were doing, trying to harass you online and gang stalk you and make you feel insecure and unwelcome and unloved, all of this is backfired on this person. So just know that they did not start a war with you. They started a war with the bigger plan for the universe. That's what they did. And they didn't think that God had any type of care. They don't think in the terms of, is this person loved? Are they respected? Are they needed? This person literally feels like they deserve to get revenge on you, and you've never done anything to them. What's happening to them is happening to them because you are protected by a higher power. Okay. Yeah, you're an indigo, rainbow, crystal, empathic, psychic, magical child. You are a magical being. This person cannot change your genetic makeup and make you like them. This person wants to switch places with you really bad. They really want something that you have, you guys. This person, this person could be living around you in a neighboring city. They could belong to an organization or a group. I think you already know that about this person. There's a group of these weirdos running around acting like God sent them to stop you, and that is not what happened, okay? Something else inspired this person to try to block you, but definitely was not God. This person could look into the universe that they created for themselves and see that they are their own problem. I also get that you're dealing with a lot of projection. This person wants to project the way that they feel onto you so that you feel the way they do so that they can then try to be you, okay? They want to turn you into them. Not possible. Let's get the likes up, everybody. We got 25 people watching and 7 likes on the video. Knight of Wands. You're basically, you're over this energy that this person has, okay? The Knight of Wands is a very sexual energy, very lustful energy. You're over this. You're not in this energy that this person thinks you're in. You're not sinning. I don't know what this person thinks you're doing. And I hate to use the word sin because I think it's such a farce, but you're not, whatever this person's saying that you're doing and why they're spying on you is completely opposite to the real reason why they're spying on you. They're lying to people. Knight of Pentacles, because you have some people competing for you. Why are all these knights? I'm like seeing, you know, what is it called when the knights is javelin? No, it's there's a game that the knights play. They're on horses. They have these long sticks and they run like there's like a wall and they run like this. And then they're on horses and their horses are running. I think it's a javelin is what they hold. Anyways, these people are playing this what is it called? Oh my god, I forgot what it was called. If you guys know what jousting, thank you so much. These people are jousting over you. Okay, like in the spirit and in the physical, these people are competition to each other. Like they're jousting over you. And if you are a masculine energy, these other masculine energies are wanting you to joust with them. Like, come on with the competitive shit. That's hilarious to me. I don't even know why these people feel the need to do this type of thing, chivalry type of thing, compete with each other. But these people think that, you know, that they can win your heart. This first person thinks that they can win you over and get you to sign a deal with the devil or something by using sex. This other person thinks they can use money. Okay, I don't care what method they come at you with. You're not going to agree. 3 of Pentacles. This person does not have a soul tribe backing them. They're looking for one. Okay, these people are basically on their own. Wow. Wow, with the cards jumping out like that. What are these? Oh, the High Priestess. So you're dealing with a dark High Priestess in the reverse? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This could be the 3 of Pentacles stupid collaboration. Then the Emperor in the reverse? No. The dark High Priestess is somebody who uses their abilities to hurt other people. That's why this bitch has lost her gifts. Okay, just know that. She wants to be competed over and nobody is competing for this. I don't even know what to call this person. But yeah, this Emperor in the reverse, look at how unhappy this person is. This deranged bully that thinks that they have power and authority over you. They're delusional. Straight delulu. This person is not leading anybody anywhere. They can't even lead themselves anywhere. They're desperate. They're listening to what a dark High Priestess is telling them to do, and it's leading them down a path that they won't be able to get out of. It's unfortunate. I also feel like this Emperor in the reverse has bullied these other masculine energies into trying to compete for something. Okay? And I don't feel like your destiny is up for competition. The 4 of Pentacles. You have a blessing from God. It's one that you can share with others. I don't know if that's a piece of corn he's holding. It looks like it's maybe a coin. Maybe it's bread. But you have a blessing here. Something that you inherited from being a good person. Being virtuous. These people are pissed off over how your roots are, what you're rooted in. Basically, when it comes to you having a home, you having a support system, you having food in your mouth, you having something in your life at all to work with. This High Priestess in the reverse is pissed about this. You know, judgment has been called, and you didn't even call judgment. This Emperor and this High Priestess got judgment called on themselves. They were working with a Queen of Wands, another witch. This dark High Priestess was working with another Queen of Wands to bring you down, to bring the Four of Wands in the reverse to you. This person was trying to destroy your creative project, your intellectual project, your new business venture, whatever this completed goal is. While you have people over here competing over you, these other people are pissed off about that. And they were trying to destroy your ability to have a fruitful life and to be able to provide for yourself. And they also, you know, the reason that these people have gotten judgment called on them is because they were misusing their power in a major way. And they wanted you to suffer. These are people from other lifetimes, you guys. Multiple past lifetimes. This person could have thought that they had access to your Akashic records. I don't even care if this person knows who you are in a past life. Doesn't fucking matter. It's not their business. These people need to learn to mind their own business and to follow their own inspiration and stop looking at you and being like, well, why did God give them that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? It's not like this Queen of Wands in the reverse is an ugly person. We're going to read the Queen of Wands in the reverse so that you know who this person is. You'll be like, oh, yeah, I know who that is. She just nailed it, literally. Somebody that thinks that they're like, I don't know, maybe they're thinner than you or something. They think that they're better for that. Just weird. Hell no. How could somebody be better because of their size? That doesn't even make sense. Craziness. The shit that you guys have to deal with is ridiculous. It's just overwhelming. Like, I feel like this person has caused their own suffering to the point that you want nothing to do with them. Indicates a woman over 30, cool, frosty demeanor, classically attractive. Like I said, this person's not hideous, on the outside at least. Classically attractive but aloof, plays games with men's feelings, aka the competition, all this dumb shit here. Says this person will be unfaithful, naturally thin and attractive without effort, self-absorbed and selfish. Not interested in career advancement. This person is interested in ending your creative projects, your goals, your business ventures, stealing something, passing it off like them, whatever. Taking your intellectual property. No, this person's being judged for that. Self-absorbed and selfish. Okay, not interested in career advancement, works because she has to, controlling, manipulative, and vindictive person. That's who you're dealing with here. Okay, just know that that is who you're dealing with. And they're from another lifetime. This high priestess, they're probably going to come out as well. I feel like this high priestess is a whole nother person. This high priestess in the reverse. And I should probably read the high priestess in the reverse. The high priestess in the reverse is not a good card. It's really not. It shows how out of alignment this weirdo is. Not only out of alignment, but acting from the smaller, lower, you know, like it's not being an intuitive person, I can tell you that. It's the opposite of being intuitive. It's being like shut off. It's doing dark magic, being weird. This person is stupid. They don't have an intuition and they don't have gifts and abilities anymore to abuse. Emotional instability with this high priestess in the reverse. She's emotionally unstable. This person is not able to help people in the way that people need them. That's sad. Overly emotional attitude and impulsive actions will create negative consequences. Conceited, shallow personality indicates sexual enjoyment without commitment or feeling. Beware of a deceitful, unfaithful woman who appeals to a man's animal instincts. This person leads men to destruction. Okay, that is what the high priestess in the reverse says. And that's dead ass accurate, though. It really is. This person leads people to destruction. These people have led these three men actually, into fighting each other, literally jousting each other. Okay, for you to be minding your own business and be looking the other way, it doesn't even matter if these people are fighting over you because you're not interested. The Hangman. These people were wanting to make you a sacrifice. It's Pisces energy, wanting to sacrifice your projects your creative goals, your book, your song, your this, your that. They wanted to completely sacrifice this and take it away from you. And because they can't do that, this person is, well, this whole group of people is losing love spell, love binding, love curse. This is what they were planning to do. Come back to me spell. This losing ass emperor, for those of you that walked away from an emperor in the reverse, this losing ass bully, you would never take this shit tard back. Literally. This literal piece of dog poop. Why would you ever take this person back? They are seriously insignificant. And these people are not backed by a community. They have each other, but they're all losers, and these people will betray each other the moment that they get ready. 8 of Swords. This person, they think that they're going to just walk out of having to sit in that chair and be imprisoned. I don't know what they're thinking. They tried to sacrifice you, sacrifice your work, could have tried to steal from you, could have tried to put you on the internet in a legal way. They should have thought about the consequences of what could happen if they get caught, not just by the physical world, but by the spiritual realm as well. These people thought that they could continue. This high priestess got away with doing a lot of dark magic on people. But, you know, when she went to go help this emperor try to get back at you or whatever, or to help this Queen of Wands try to attack you, this is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, excuse me, the Emperor in the reverse. This is when this high priestess in the reverse got her gifts taken. And now this Queen of Wands in the reverse has her gifts taken. The Emperor never had any gifts. And you're over here with all of the gifts. And this is what these people can see. They're like, oh, they've all the shit that I used to have, or that I wanted, or that I thought I had, this person has. This is what this person is seeing. And not only that, they sacrifice themselves by trying to sacrifice you. 8 of Wands. You have jumped over this hurdle, okay? This person tried to put some serious block in your path. They wanted you not able to move forward. You jumped over this hurdle. You moved beyond this. You persevered, basically. You moved beyond this idea of you not being able to have your own life or your own future. You don't owe a man or a woman anything. You don't have to be with anybody, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. This is a reading for the collective, you guys. Good. The book's in your head, so they can't hack it. Exactly. Yeah, this person, they tried to put you at a crossroads and tried to sacrifice you to something. Now this person has to answer for that. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. These people are losing something huge. Maybe they're losing it through having to go to jail. That could very well be possible. But I get that these people are losing something really huge. We're going to look at the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, because I know everything it means in the upright, but the reverse is like a 10 of Pentacles is like having a house, having a support system, having family, having roots, having an ability to make money, having a solid structure, okay? Having something that is an inheritance, a gift, a large sum of money. And in the reverse, it's like losing all of that. These people are losing support. A lot of it. Yeah, be warned that wealth can bring a whole new set of problems. It's one thing to obtain wealth. It's another thing to try to stay wealthy. It says, avoid high-risk projects. This was a very high-risk project trying to destroy you. They will fail. Theft, financial loss, gambling losses. These people were taking a major gamble by thinking that they were going to be able to play off this body of work like it's theirs, okay? If you dance, this person can't dance. They don't have it. It says, do not take shortcuts. Avoid temporary fixes to your financial problems. These people are all in financial debt right now. They can't pay their bills, and they can't steal your projects from you, so they're not going to be able to have a 10 of Pentacles, to have any investment. Whatever they invested in is shit, okay? It's gone to shit. It says, think long-term, save money, invest in low-risk ventures. You were not a low-risk venture. There was a lot of risk involved with investing and trying to take you down or take something from you. These people just didn't want to acknowledge that. Now they're losing everything that was important to them. And I'm hearing stop. Somebody wants me to stop. No, they can seriously fuck off. Like literally. I'm not going to stop because, you know, I'm going to continue to do the work that God has for me. Period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This person's trying to tell you to stop doing something so that they can do it. No. Root worker, trying to do the evil eye, wanting you to be up under a love spell, destiny swap, graveyard magic, practitioner, death spells, necromancy. These people are losing everything, okay, because of what they were doing. And they fucked up big time. These people thought that they were creating endings for you while you're over here metamorphosing. Demonic entity. These people were trying to use a demonic force to attach something to you, to influence you, to make bad choices so that they could take over something that's yours. And whatever possesses these people is a negative entity, but it doesn't like these people. It's cussing these people out. I thought at first it was cussing me out, but it's not. There could be somebody that was in the military that was a part of summoning up this entity, okay? I feel like you work for the army of the Lord. This is why it's not successful. You have warrior and death angels, Zachuriel, Zophiel, Seraphiel, Jangoriel, Wariel, Turiel, Arachiel here for you. While this person has a personal vendetta and is a karmic ass bitch, they have a mental illness and they're a narcissistic sociopath, you're moving forward. While this weirdo is being restricted. Or I should say weirdos, because they're up under judgment. This is why they're losing everything, and they're about to go into being imprisoned. Ace of Wands, because everything, Ace of Wands in the reverse, everything that they touch turns to shit. It literally does. It dies. This person does not have a creative spark. They don't have good energy. They don't have an authentic connection. This person doesn't have anything that's worth value. Feeling of exhaustion, low energy, lethargy, and mental dullness. These people are overindulged and need to choose between too many commitments, loss of enthusiasm, and interest in the very things that have always made them happy. When these people are trying to live out your destiny, they're going to lose interest in the things that made them happy. They should have followed their own happiness and bliss instead of stalking yours. It says material success doesn't make them happy. These people are going to be relentless in their pursuit of money, but they will never get their hands on your money or your projects or your abundance. Not physically, not metaphysically, not metaphorically, not spiritually. 10 of Swords. These people are being betrayed. They, like I said, they're going to turn on each other whenever they get ready. The 10 of Swords is like feeling like a victim or a martyr. This person is like, oh, I just destroyed myself. Yeah, you did. By trying to attack this innocent person, y'all fucked up. Point blank, period. These people can't get this demonic shit off of them. These people wanted you in poverty. They were trying to energy harvest off of you, doing vampirism, being a shapeshifter, trying to use wishes against you. All sorts of nonsense. Like literally, you guys are being liberated. King of Cups. This person was given wise advice when it comes to you to just leave you be. But I feel like this person didn't follow that advice. They were told that this was not going to be successful. Competing for you, trying to make you compete for what's yours. Yeah, this person was also told to leave you alone when it comes to the courts and when it comes to contracts and when it comes to your fate. King of Swords, because they're going to be in the reverse. This person, these people are a part of a legal team. This King of Cups and this King of Swords in the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the upright is not even a good card. Being in the reverse, holy shit balls. These people are about to be very harshly judged by somebody who has the authority to actually judge the shit out of them. And they're going to be judged for past and present wrongs. Signifies somebody that's over 40, conceals the emotions, a very intelligent but dangerous man, cruel and self-centered. He plots against you, sadistic and manipulative, enjoys causing suffering and trouble, looks out only for his own needs. Watch out for this person's actions. Literally. These people do not want to have to come up under this judge's eye. I can tell you that, the Fool. Because they thought that they were fooling this judge in the reverse, and they did not. Okay? People think that they're so much smarter than everybody else. It's crazy to me. I feel like you guys are smarter than this person. You have avoided a major trap. Knight of Swords. Whoever's in the military with this dumb shit, you may have somebody coming through to help you out. If these people were trying to do any type of witchcraft harm to you, they might actually be persecuted for that. Literally, they might be persecuted for that. 7 of Swords. Yeah, these people have to run away. 7 of Swords in the freaking reverse. They have to run away with their tail between their legs because they fucked up. Confirmation. And they know that they're getting fucked up. Like, literally. This is why it's so much easier to leave people alone and mind your own business. But telling these people that, they're not going to do no shit like that. That would require self-control. These people don't have that. So these people will question their own judgment. Their confidence will be shaken by coming events. Arguments and oppositions to their plans are encountered. Responsibilities weigh heavy on their mind. This is how these people are feeling right now. A price will be paid for facing up to your responsibilities and keeping your word. These people have to pay to Piper. They will experience a loss that is unavoidable. Literally, they will experience a loss that's unavoidable. Death. That's crazy. That is crazy. Death is the loss, okay? That is sad, dude. It really is. But the thing about death is when endings happen, you get to go through a metamorphosis. So that's what I'm seeing as the positive side of this. These people, they may be losing somebody or they may be losing something, okay? They could be losing access to something while you're gaining access. I just have to cover up her boobies. But that is the world card. You're gaining access to the world. This could be through social media, influence, having an impact on others, healing the world. You could be getting a new job, a new home, a new life, okay? This person put you at a crossroads and thought that you would perish, and you're basically getting everything that you deserve, which is a good thing. You know, these people need to pay up. They owe somebody dangerous some money. Yeah, this death energy is following them around. 3 of Cups in the reverse. These people, they could be passing away from alcoholism. That's one thing that I get with the 3 of Cups in the reverse. The 3 of Cups in the reverse is like freaking overindulgence to the point where you are damaging your body and your organs. And celebrating, like these people could have been celebrating in a very toxic, negative way by taking substances and having orgies or whatever nonsense. And basically, they're getting sick for that. Their organs are going to be shutting down. That's super sad. 3 of Cups is not in the reverse. It's sad. It's a sad card. It talks about like addiction, loss, death, and the 3 of freaking Cups in the reverse. Shit, these people are already pathetic as fuck. And then on top of that, they are drinking and drugging themselves to death. That's sad. I mean, that's what they chose, but you were not a part of making these people's decisions for them. Where are you, 3 of Cups? Oh my God, the second to last card. The lack of exercise and overindulgence in food results in weight gain. Maybe this person, maybe they were trying to make you gain weight with witchcraft and now they're gaining weight. This person is confused as to why they're gaining weight. Arguments and misunderstandings confuse feelings. Friends turn their back on them. Loss of social stature. This is also reflecting like what Meghan Markle and Harry are going through. Loss of social stature. Friends turn their back on them. Feelings of loneliness and isolation. Take care of yourself. Think positively. Okay? These people are not taking care of themselves, point blank, period. You are, though. You're over here taking good care of yourself. You're doing what has been asked of you, and you're ready to receive. You're going through a metamorphosis. The Chariot. This person, these people have to face some type of legal consequence or some type of cops or some type of repercussion from this overindulgence and this, inability to take responsibility. I know that Hollywood's going through a really weird, disgusting plastic surgery, fucked up ass Ozempic phase, and it's causing people to look really, really distorted. But that's a whole nother batch of apples. You have the 10 of Cups here. You're celebrating. This is your era to have a happily ever after. It's time for you to enter into the world and start to know people, to be known, to be loved. Like, this is your time to shine. This is your time to be on top of the wheel. It's your time to get new opportunities. It's your time to thrive. It's your time to be a free spirit, okay? Six of Swords. This person was wanting to literally cause you to have to go into court and battle them for some stupid shit that's not theirs. Like, seriously. You're not going to give up your 10 of Pentacles to these people. They're losing theirs. And I don't care what they say or what they try to project. Yeah, they could never wear your glass slippers. The story of Cinderella, the real true story, the Brothers Grimm version, which I should just say the original, when the prince shows up with the glass slipper, the sisters to Cinderella cut their freaking toes off to try to fit their foot in the slipper. Think about that when it comes to destiny swiping. These people don't wear the same size shoes as you. They could never. You have an Ace of Pentacles here. This person's trying to grab it away, and you have firmly got your hands on it. There's no prying this out of your hands. There's no, undoing what you created. Let's get the likes up, you guys. There is none of that. These people don't have the power, and they don't have the ability to drag you through a court case or to put you in some type of purgatory or make you impoverished. Water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This person that was in the military could be a water sign energy. I think it's crazy that they won't respect you and won't respect your peace. This person's very vexed. They're afraid. They're scared, intimidated, haunted, guilty, experiencing lunacy. And this person wants absolution. They want to be completely relieved of everything that they just put you through and everything that they just did. That is not possible, okay? There are consequences. For every action, there's an equal reaction. And the universe is now reacting. These people mistook the grace and mercy that God had over their life. They mistook that, okay? And they came for an anointed one. I can tell you that. You guys are anointed to do something important. They came for somebody that was not supposed to be touched ever because of the good things that they do. Oh my goodness. Six of Wands. You're over here celebrating, getting fame, being rewarded, being recognized, you guys. Literally. People do not believe what these people have said about you, and they also don't believe what they were trying to do. They're like, no. Because these people were bearing false witness, spreading white lies, making shit up about you, trying to defame your character. To what end? For what purpose? To me, that is a waste of energy, a waste of time, and a waste of, things resources that they could have been using to help themselves. Why try to defame you? For what purpose? Even if these people are serving a devil, what purpose is it going to be to defame you when people don't believe the words that these people are saying? Like, you have to understand, if you're around people that are talking shit on somebody, and the moment that they leave their room, they start talking shit on that next person, you have to understand, when you leave the room, those people will start talking about you. Those are people to stay away from, okay? Limit their access to you and your access to them. Queen of Pentacles in the freaking reverse. Like I'm saying, these people are losing money, and they're losing it fast. They're losing resources. These people could have been a Queen of Pentacles in the upright. They could have been in the upright, but they're now in the reverse. They were acting like what they were doing was for the greater good, but how is tearing another person down for the greater good? Like, I'm sorry, these people are witches and warlocks. They're simple, basic bitches. They ain't nothing special. These people are not anything to write home about. They're definitely not bigger and badder than the justice system and the police and the all-seeing eye of God. These people were seen in everything that they attempted to do to you. Like, it was marked on an actual list that somebody holds accountable. And that's why death is here for them. Idiots. All they had to do was leave you alone, and leave other people alone, mind their own business, that type of thing. But they wanted to ensnare you with some type of bullshit love magic, force you to come back, force you to make a commitment, force you to compromise your sanity and your peace for their chaos. No, you said no to them. These people, they have abused their power. They've got superiority complexes, God complexes, and authority issues. Like I will tell you, you can be God for yourself, but you can't be God in anybody else's life. It's just not possible. There's already a higher power doing that. And so this person is not able to get past this invisible barrier that's been up forever. Yeah, they're looking at you being in the Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Wands, and they feel like they made a commitment to something else that too hastily. This is how these people feel. They committed to doing something else that's led them in a different direction, and they made this decision hastily. Air sign energy. This could be a water sign that's working with an air sign. I feel like the Queen of Wands is the air sign. I feel like the High Priestess in the reverse is the water sign. The air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Yeah. I also get that these people, they thought that they could just throw a monkey wrench into your creation and block it. And they didn't realize that you're a master mechanic and that you obviously are aware when people throw little monkey wrenches into your shit, you just take that monkey wrench right out and things start working again. This is like you cutting these people off and things starting to get better. You made a correct decision here, and these people are upset. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, because these people, the Page of Pentacles, they feel like they need to be leaving their nasty ass, disgusting children. And I'm sorry, but these people, their children are little shitheads. Like they're really bad people in the making. Okay, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, these people, that's beyond entitled. That's somebody that doesn't want to work for a living, that will never get a job, that wants to live off their parents, like total loser. And I'm not making fun of people that live with their parents. I'm really not. But if there's a kid that doesn't want to provide for themselves and they want to rely solely on living off of mommy and suckling mommy's tit at 35 years old, that is pathetic. Okay. And I'm just saying 35 because I'm using an older age. But literally, it is pathetic. Okay. Where are you, Page of Pentacles? There you are. This is like a younger person, female or male, doesn't matter. It denotes a male that's under 30 who is shy and self-involved. This person may embrace new ideas and trends. He is somewhat materialistic and makes rash decisions. I was just talking about that. He is prone to making mistakes and argues over minor points. He is neither trustworthy nor respected. He will pass through your life without changing it. That's the energy of their child, literally. They could have brought this child up in a correct way and they wouldn't be this entitled little shit, but they are. The Empress in the reverse, because they were raised by an Empress in the reverse. An infertile witch bitch. The Empress in the reverse is such a bad. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Inability, sterility, fear and anxiety, trouble at home. These people have a lot of home problems. Personal and relationship problems due to extravagance and overspending. Life is out of balance and focused only on material belongings. Possible psychological problems. No personal growth, war, hunger, sickness, and loss of possessions. That's the energy of this person's mother. And these are the people that were against you. Like literally. They felt like they needed to take food out of your child's mouth and put it into their entitled child's mouth. Like, get a grip, people, for reals. Oh my gosh. That's crazy to me. You guys are so not worthy of going through any of crap like that. Like, literally, all these people are going down. Page of Wands. These young-ass energies. I think that this Empress needs to mind their business. You could have a child that's a Page of Wands energy, somebody that's learning. I feel like if you do have children, it is meant for you to be able to provide for them. This person needs to stop trying to stop you from providing for your children, because that's not cool. That's not cool to do to anybody. I mean, trying to fuck up a child, like, you've got to be demonic as fuck if you're going to hurt a child. That's not cool. This is somebody that could be in their 30s or they're under 30, but I get that they're younger. Stable but boring personality, inadequate social skills. This is this person's child. Low self-esteem, dominates others, while yours is somebody that's confident, charming, and generous, nature lover, enthusiastic, That's the energy of your bloodline, okay? Loving, caring, kind, point blank, period. These people do not understand that because they're the exact opposite of it. Like literally the fame and public recognition that you receive now could in fact impact how your child views the world, okay? 5 of Cups. You're dealing with people who are literally in regret, crying over spilt milk, woulda, shoulda, coulda type energies. It's crazy. Like, you can see that this person has attained money. Look at how they're dressed. Okay? Compared to this person, look at how this person is dressed. Look how unhappy they are. Look at the storm in the background with all their possessions. Now they're crying over spilt milk. The fuck? No. Keep it pushing. Since they wanted to blot you out of life, that is just crazy. That they want, what they wanted for you is happening to them. And it's like, not even that you did anything. These people did this shit to themselves. By focusing on poverty and all that, they took themselves out of an energy that they could have thrived in for a while. At least a little while. Not forever, but for a little while. And I feel like had these people not taken themselves out of abundance, they would still be there. But they're not, because they tried to destroy yours. Literally. Tried to destroy it. The hell are you? Hopefully I didn't drop it. The 5 of Cups is a major loss in the upright. In the reverse, it's just like having that loss, but not being able to regain what you have lost. Emotional upheaval. Life is unbearable. This is how these people are thinking. Separation from the one that you love. These people never loved you. Let me just be very clear about that. There was never love in this relationship. So if they're feeling separated from you, this is because they did this shit to themselves. Disappointment and heartache will pass in time. The external events are stressful and out of their control. Conflicting emotions make life interesting and lead to enrichment. Maybe these people will be inspired to do better. I highly doubt it, but it's a hope at least. 2 of Cups in the freaking reverse. Look how these people are turning away from each other. They wanted your soul contract broken. These people did not want you coming together with a twin flame. Now, because they tried to do this love bullshit to you, these people have to answer for that. They're not going to get a love union, and they're not going to get support and stability either. They're not getting an offer from the universe, let's just say that. But they didn't completely destroy you. 2 of Swords, literally, the 2 of Swords in the reverse is not being able to move forward, not being able to gain change, not knowing which direction to go in. It's like very, very low vibrational energy. It talks about creative or intellectual rut, stagnation, movement in the wrong direction. Duh. Their need for human interactions caused problems, trusting the wrong people. These people did trust the wrong people. Talking too much, feelings of loneliness. A good idea could involve these people in a new project, but they would have to get out of this energy of being intellectually and spiritually blocked. And I don't know how they're going to do that because they're still attached to this demonic shit. 5 of Wands. In the effing reverse. All these cards coming out the reverse is no coincidence, you guys. These people are in the reverse. Point blank, period. The 5 of Wands in the upright is all about competition and like greed and lust for power. But it being in the reverse, no, not good. No, sir, no, ma'am. I would almost feel bad for these people, but they are causing it themselves. Stupids. This is why you don't attack God's children. You don't attack the Most High, okay? You leave people and their destinies be. Someone will try to cheat them and use illegal means to take something from them. This is what they were trying to do to you, though. Do not trust anyone with sensitive information or financial accounts. Watch out for deceitful, dishonest people. Do not underestimate your opponents. They are powerful. Beware. You may not see it coming till it's too late. These people will not see it coming until it's already too late. That is definitely what is happening here. They will find out. Yeah, they'll fuck around and find out. Trying to control a person's life. You don't deserve to have to go through any of this. And yes, karma does come in many different forms. It really does. And these people are experiencing a huge taste of that. Huge taste of that karma. While you're over here having happy memories from your childhood, these people are living their life thinking that and you're creating happy memories with your child. This person is over here regretting that they ever had children. Like, that is a damn shame. When you brought somebody else into this life, you should be grateful that God blessed you with a child, not hateful that God blessed you with a child. Just because these people didn't plan these children coming into this world doesn't take away the fact that they still were blessed with a child, where many people are not blessed with a child. Like, this is what I don't understand about these weirdos. A Hierophant in the rebirth. These people are connected to a dark cult, dark coven, dark religion, some type of dark cabal, satanic, Luciferian, Illuminati type shit. Okay? Be open to unconventional ideas. That's what these people are doing. The truth is not as it seems. However, do not be paranoid or imagine problems. Cheating and deception cause divorce and the end of a relationship. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Friends betray you with slander and gossip. Bad advice from someone else's needs. Possible loss in faith, medical, professional, religious, or educational institutions. So these people know that they can't rely on their dark ass high priest in the reverse. And high priestess in the reverse. They know that. There's nowhere for them to go. There's nowhere for them to hide. Yeah, you're on top of the wheel right now. It is your turn to spin this wheel of fortune and to have a good life. Just know that God is protecting you. You're protected by Archangel Michael. These people are not. There's a big difference. 7 of Cups. These people drank whatever the hell was in those cups. Now they're acting all delusional. Because they were delusional from the very beginning, thinking that they could tear you down and that it would help them. These people are being haunted. Bloody Mary, Slender Man, all of that shit, no. These people are being haunted by the spiritual realm. And they're not going to get out of this, whatever it is that they've done. King of Pentacles in the reverse, whoever they signed this dumbass contract with, this person that's also losing money, these people are all losing money. They're losing followers, losing money, losing support. They're losing, point blank, period. They're going to continue to lose because they losers. You're over here in the Queen of Cups. These people mistook you for being somebody that was like perverted and crafty. Okay, you're not like these people. You're not twisted. You're not crafty. You're not sadistic. You're not weird. You're not like these people. You're nothing like them. I don't know why they thought that they could just do this. Hitman, hitwoman, energetic vampire, vices, 7 deadly sins. They sold their soul to the devil, literally, with this contract crap that I'm looking at. Queen of Swords. You cut these people off. You did the right thing. You protected yourself. You protected your peace. Yeah, the ancestors are hella pissed. You definitely have somebody that wants to come forward and make you an offer, but these people are trying to block this offer, and this offer is not even for you. You're not going to accept this dumb shit. You want a real person, not somebody that's sent by another group of people. And this is with the intent to control you and manipulate you. This is why you are protected by Archangel Michael. There's nothing that these people can do. Literally. There's nothing that these people can do. All they can do is cry and whine about you getting success and public recognition and you being rewarded and you being talented. That's all they can do is cry. 9 of Swords, because that's exactly what they're doing. This person is like aging a lot. A 9 of Swords. This is like, this person, if it was in the upright, they would be having like a severe migraine. This person is like being broken by their own magic. 9 of Swords in the freaking reverse. That's so bad. Oh, well, this person's not going to be able to get out of bed for a long time because they keep trying to astral project into your dreams. They need to stay in their own body and stay away from you. That's the only way that they'll be safe from your ancestors. Literally, they need to stay away from you and leave you alone. Mm-mm. This person also wants you to miss something. You're not missing anything. These people's priorities are dangerously out of control with this freaking ruin here. You know, scandal, loss of innocence. They enter into a world where people play for keeps. People are going to be taking these people's items. They stay in a self-destructive path that leads them directly to hell. These people are causing their own suffering and pain. They need to just leave you be because you're protected by Archangel Michael. Yeah, travel your path. Exactly. 10 of Wands in the flip and reverse. Oh my God. This person tried to literally have you ex-nayed from a community, tried to stone you. That's like throwing rocks, hiding your hand, and crying wolf. Enough with that shit. You didn't even have to call judgment because the archangels already did. Damn, 10 of Wands in the reverse. These people are so up shit's creek without a paddle. They're so screwed. I don't know what they're going to do for their future, but they need to stop involving you. I can tell you that much. If these people would have just left you alone, their lives would have worked out a lot better than what's happening now. Trying to strong arm you into walking away from your destiny and abandoning who you are is not the way to go. Okay? Seriously. Frustration, complacency. They've been doing the same thing for too long. These people need a change. If a lawsuit or court case is pending, they will lose. Lies and intrigue. Someone makes trouble for them. Bad luck plagues them for several months. A major change in their life could change their outlook, but these people are not going to change. It is fuck around to find out season. 2 of Wands. This person, they don't want you knowing what you're here to do. That's part of why they're so weird. Knight of Cups, literally. Okay? Just be aware that these people want to bring somebody in to offer you something, and maybe somebody does want to offer you a cup of love, but these people are trying to block that. I feel like the person that's meant for you is going to come into your life regardless of what these people do. There's nothing that can stop God, and you don't need somebody to come in and rescue you. The only thing that you need is these people to leave you alone. And that's literally, like if somebody was trying to replace you, they epically fucked up. This could be somebody that left you and went to go be with somebody else, and now they're finding out that the person that they left you for is a total sham, a total disgrace, a disgusting slut bucket type energy. That's like literally what I'm getting. And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but these people are guilty. They're definitely guilty. Guilty by association, guilty by intention. They're guilty as hell. This is why they should have not had any type of bad intention for you. It would have benefited them to just leave you be and mind their own business. But they could not do that. In their realm, it's not possible for them to do that. Yeah, trash bangers, exactly. You guys, literally, this water and this air sign is experiencing the wrath of God. They're not going to get out of this trouble that they're in. The FBI has been watching them. They could have been a part of MK Ultra, these fake ass fucking friends that you had, associates, colleagues, acquaintances. These people are experiencing a major tragedy and loss and grief and sorrow, and they're going to continue to experience that until they decide to change their ways. I don't think that you can tell this person what to do or how to be a good person. They need to just start doing it themselves. I feel like you guys are being liberated. You're going through a metamorphosis, and you guys are going to come out on the other end of this stronger, better, happier, more whole, and these people are going to continue to be broken. Okay? So thank you guys for making it to the ending of this reading. Just know about this book, okay, this is The Truth of God by Michael Steadman. It's a very important intuitive workbook that's going to help you spiritually progress on your journey to the point where you won't have to do as much spiritual cleansing because you'll have raised your vibration. The 3 techniques that I use on a day-to-day basis out of this book, and the links to these are in the description box below, is the mind technique, where you look at storylines and beliefs, and then you actually get rid of the ones that are pulling the situations into your life. The God technique, which raises you out of your ego into your God self, your higher self, so that you can see things from a higher point of view. And then the joy versus anger technique, which develops a yes and no answering system from spirit so that you can ask immediate questions and get an answer back. So you're not having to sit around and wait for a sign. There's everything in here from creating your own reality, future, past, and now. What are we choosing? Creating boxes, beliefs colorize our creation. You don't have to be psychic to use this book and to gain all of the wisdom from it and all of the supernatural connection and power, basically. I was trapped in the spiritual, like the psychic realm, until I came across this information. Then I became untrapped. The second book that's in the description box is the one that I have written. It's called Basago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, and it is a self-help guide, basically, to learn to read your own tarot cards. So for each of the major arcana cards, there is a tarot card spread that has, it's a tarot card spread that will help you to understand things about yourself. So I'll just read position 1 for the Hangman tarot card spread. The card for this position represents the unclean energies that are bringing about strife and adversity in one's life. This card can show you the main issue that is bringing about negative actions against your life. If you have been under the evil eye curse, you will pull the Death tarot card for this position. If someone is trying to sacrifice you or someone that you know, you will pull the Hangman tarot card for this position. And then the Hangman tarot card spell, you do a spell with the manifestation technique, basically, to sacrifice things that no longer serve you. So this is... And in the back of this book also is a whole bunch of information of all of the major arcana cards and the different combinations that they can come out in, what that could mean. So I would literally work through this book. After you develop your intuition and yes and no answering system with the truth of God, I would get this book and work through this book. All you need to start is the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is this one right here. I suggest that you guys get the one with the words on it. It's just a big help when you're learning to read the tarot, to have the words there. And so you'll get to understand the energies, because I, for one, know how difficult it can be to pull cards for your own self, like how hard that is. And this book helps you work with God and the Holy Spirit so you can understand things about yourself and get a bigger in-depth picture of what you're here to do. And it helps you integrate the energies of the major arcana cards, which are the major transition cards, like the world, the moon, the star, all of that stuff. So this is going to help you guys. I feel like you guys will really love this book. I've done all of the things in this book, and it has really helped me. So check this out when you guys have time. The links to these 2 books are in the description box below. Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you guys are subscribed. All of that helps this platform. Watch all of the readings on both of my platforms. I have another platform that's called ASTRAEA Love, ASTRAEA LOVE. And on that platform, if you guys have any personal questions, you can always send me a $20 super chat with your question, and I'll pause the collective reading and then I'll answer your question. And on this platform, I have my Cash App and PayPal link in the description box below. You can send me a $20 payment through that, and I will still do the same thing and pause the reading and answer your questions. So just know I am available if you guys need assistance, but I love reading for you. I love being here with you guys today. I love that you spent time with me. Thank you so much. Thank you for tapping in with God. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm so appreciative. Thank you, everybody that's donated. You have kept my life alive. You have kept me going. And thank you guys so much for your support. I literally adore you guys so much. Thank you all for the likes and the shares and the subscribes and getting these messages out to the people that need to hear them. I really appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye. Have a good one, you guys.